You missed prison server content after the last one a couple years ago? Yeah, I just I recreated the prison server, Beth, with Trucker's help, and we called it One More Layer, and yeah, just built a bunch of the plugins, and so essentially just completely duplicated what 47 had created. But yeah, hope everything's going well, Beth. All right, let's update titles and everything. Let's see, two worlds, both after chorus fruit didn't get chickens. Okay, so we are on prison server. Okay, this is not modded. So once you find the menu that helps, you can raise until you see what you need and how many chunks away it is. Gotcha, gotcha. Mining your life away on OML. Nice, nice. Yeah, no worries, Trucker. If you've seen our base building, you know that we're not big on creativity. Exactly. Okay, and then we want to do set alias packed OML. Okay. All right, then I can close the splits. Okay, so title's updated. I guess I should actually say what it is, right? Prison server. And this is what, day 4 or something? I don't actually know. I haven't been keeping track of the days. Let's assume it's going to be that one. Okay, and this is free to join. Anybody can join. You don't have to be a sub. You don't even have to be a follower. You can join on in. I think I need to redo the chat again. Why can't I not? How come I can't hide the chat? Ah, there it is. Okay, down over here. Okay. Hey Dan, how you doing today? All right, hello everyone. In game, that is. Ooh, look at that. 22 people online, crazy. We have a couple other streamers online, so let's click some buttons. And Twitch is on, nice. You're doing good, I'm glad to hear that, Dan. I'm assuming you're in a Discord with everybody on Alicia's stream, right? It was really interesting to hear you guys all chatting over there. Hey Geeky Gamer, how you doing today? It felt like I was eavesdropping on like kind of private conversations. But yeah, welcome back, chat. So let's see, the last thing that we had done, I had just ranked up. I got from over to Cyan. So I don't actually know what's going on. I did something to this map, and I don't know how to... Wait, does that fix it? Oh, there we go. Okay. But yeah, so we had just ranked up. We had just gone from red, and we were in yellow. We just ranked up from yellow. Now we're in cyan, and so now we just got a lot of mining to happen. You've been a good boy. Can you have a rank? Does the server feel cathartic or something? For me, yes, because it's just mining freefall. That's all it is. But it also gets your fix of both gambling and watch the number go up. You know, so you can see the numbers over in the sidebar, and the numbers just keep going up and up, you know. And then when you reset, you do it all over again. But yeah, and so we also have this gambling area over here, extremely pretty. You can tell I built it. And so over here, if you open this up, we, instead of calling them donor ranks, we call them gamble ranks. And so you can actually buy, or you can actually get gamble ranks through here. No actual purchasing happening in this one. Yeah, exactly, Luna. And then we have money gambling. You know, these are all just based on exactly what 47 had. Although the jackpot and the mega jackpot here were based on breaking your pick and that money going into the pot. And I still haven't built that yet. And then we get the prestige gambling over here as well, where you can get prestige points and a bunch of random garbage as well. Classic elegant fail build. Exactly. We have a trash can over here. You can throw something into here, and when you close the window, it disappears. If you left click these guys, you also have the overflow. So if you're gambling and your inventory is full, all the stuff is going to go into here, except for the jackpot items. The jackpot items will only go into your inventory. And if your inventory is full, it'll wait for your inventory to not be full.
Farm just subscribed for 87 months.
Farm, thank you very much for a tier 2 sub for 87 months. Really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back to the Fairest Farmers. Thank you, Fish, for the lurks. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's it. When you start, I do recommend reading this thing. You just right click it to go through the different pages. There's also wood piles over in the corners. Those are free to mine for anyone. When you start in red. You mine over here in this area. You get yourself quartz, iron, coal, and there's eventually some diamonds. When you start off, you don't have auto smelt, so there's this section right here for public furnaces. So you can come in here, you stand inside, there are barrier blocks here, and the doors lock behind you, so nobody can take directly from your furnace while you're cooking. And then you just walk away and it opens right back up. Easy peasy, right? And okay, we need to take a break because this is the perfect way to start a stream, is to take a break. So I will be back in just a couple moments. Make sure you get up and stretch, go get yourselves something to eat or drink. We'll be back in just a few minutes. And yeah, thank you all so much. I will see you in a few. Please stay tuned. I know, Max swings a big sword. Here you go. Ready? John Doe, I got something perfect for you. Ready? There you go. You're welcome. I'm looking at you jump near that totally safe saw. Oh my goodness. Okay, I did not expect it to take half the health. Okay, those. I expected it to take like 3 hearts or something. I didn't expect it to take half my health. Okay, so that's definitely even scarier. If it's not number 2, it just won't do. Oh god. Alright, and then we want to go up here. You're doing good? I'm glad to hear it. I'm doing well. Doing well. Whoops, I missed. Okay, that was quite a few mobs spawned there. Can they move faster? They pop and come out. They pop and can come after you. Gross. So they don't die from the stop. What do we got? GG 4:16 p.m. day 7. All right, what do we got? Hey, we beat Funder's time! Yay! Yay! All we had to do is dupe. Oh, I see. You're just stealing points. Okay, that's fine. Good scam. Well done. One, two, three. I'm fighting babies. Oops. Also planning on doing, oh, we don't have, oh! Oh my god. Alrighty, chat. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks everybody for sticking around, hanging out. Alright, let's see. What happened to Pretzel again? Did it die again? Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. Anytime you want to play, that'd be great. Okay, apparently not. Okay, let's just close it. Reopen it. Okay. Here we go. All right, we're back. Spore planting decoys in red. That's funny. S'mores layering. That's cool. All right. And I did do a little bit of gambling, but yeah, all I got was my head. And so all I have is a single splash potion of luck. And I got a couple emerald ores. I also recolored the emerald ores a little bit to a really, really gross green. But it just makes it more obvious for me. All right, let's go over. We're in Cyan, right? Yep. Okay, anybody in Cyan Plus? Nobody's in Cyan Plus. Look at that. All me. All right, do we have any emeralds up here? I don't see any. Okay. Oh, something I changed on the server for those that didn't see it. I made it so you can now walk through these pathways without being blocked. So you can actually come through here now even without the rank. So the big thing that happens is if you right click one of these signs, it'll say you can't see this, but it says you can only sell to this sign if you're rank purple or higher. And so it does the same thing for all the areas, except for red, of course, because you're always able to sell to red. But yeah, so that's one of the changes that we made. And that happened technically it happened this morning, but the update went in last night. But anyways, but yeah, so that's there. Welcome back. Thank you. But yeah, and so we are currently using mending, because mostly I'm just being lazy. Oh, and also I forget how this actually looks over the stream, but it's all right. We'll just do it a little bit slower than normal. Thank you. Oh, for the update? Yeah, of course. Yeah, that was always something that bugged me in the old server too, and I just implemented it to copy what was there. I didn't even think about the fact of you just put the rank on the sign, and that makes everything easy. Then we don't need to block anybody. Good luck with adulting dweez. But yeah, so we have currently 1.5 mil, and we want to get ourselves to purple plus. So that means we need 5.25 mil to get to purple plus from here. And so that means we probably need at least 5.5 mil, if not 6 mil. But I'll probably just go to 5.5 because it's gonna take me so long to get 3 million, 4 million. What do you think about the suggestion you put up the other day regarding picks? I don't remember it. I think what I should do is change the suggestions channel to a thread channel. Which one? Oh, or yeah, I guess. Do you mind maybe linking to it or something? Oh, the upon breaking a pick, that one. Have the server trigger a lightning sound. I thought that was a joke. Was that not a joke? That was an actual suggestion. Sounding the sacrifice. Maybe it was serious. Gotcha. Maybe I could implement that when I add the mega jackpot stuff. Yeah, let me copy that into my because I do want to still do that to put that into the mega jackpot. I also thought it was a joke. I played a similar game mode where you fly around with your speed on your mining, chance to clear a whole square. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, this one, it's essentially, it's a typical prison server, but this one doesn't have pay to win. And it also, I feel like this one has a good balance of grind plus upgrades. I think in general a lot of that stuff kind of held well together, and so that was one of the reasons I had kind of brought it back, is because I really enjoyed playing this. Thank you, whoever put me in all. It really made it a lot of fun to play through this, and I think it was always really nice. Suggested I'm going to cool down per player so it couldn't be abused, and just constant lightning. I probably wouldn't have it. I'd probably have a global cooldown, not a player cooldown. So it wouldn't happen for maybe a combination of the two. Maybe a global cooldown of some amount and a player cooldown of a longer amount. So the same player can't keep triggering it or something. But then across the server, it won't just be everything, it could be kind of either of those things. I think either of those could work. Okay, and this was a money jackpot. When adding the mega jackpot, money, also look into this. Probably want a global cooldown and a player cooldown. The player cooldown should be longer than the global. Perhaps much longer. Okay. Place down a block for you to show something. I don't have a block. What do you want to show? That's probably easier. Why do you can just place a block, right? I see no problem. What do you think should happen there? Correct. Why would it not? It should only not let you break another block if your pick can't normally break it. You're stealing everything. I don't know I don't know what you mean, S'more. The only way you can't break something is if the pick can't break it physically. So if you use an iron pick and you mine something on near obsidian, the obsidian won't break. If you are in red, you shouldn't be able to break other people's blocks. But it's only when you're in red you can't break other people's blocks. Anytime you're out of red, there's no restriction of breaking other people's blocks. Maybe that's where the mistake is coming from or something. I don't know. Hey, welcome, Beth. Why does red have a restriction? Red has a restriction because otherwise nobody would ever be in red. Everybody would always be in purple. But yeah, that was the reason. That was the reason that there was a restriction put on red, and yeah, it was literally just because if you didn't have any preventions in red, then nobody would ever be in red. Only the new people would be in red. I'm trying to wrap your head around that reason. Otherwise, what's the point of all the other mines, Luna? I mean, realistically, right now, red and purple are really the only two mines. Because most people are going to skip. Did I finish that layer? I did. Most people are going to skip the yellow and the blue mines, or cyan mines. Because that's just going to be the way that things happen. But right now, people are forced into red, and so you can't get help from others is essentially the case. Although right now you can, well, not right now, but you can always get help from others in red. How can they skip aside from cheating? In red, it's exactly what Trucker just said, or somebody just said. They could place a diamond block for you, you mine it, you pick it up. Why are you skipping layers? To expose more emeralds farm. Because I want emeralds, and there's barely any emeralds in this mine. What's cheating? I'll answer that. In my eyes, the let's see, how do I word this? The skipping, keep, sell with alts is cheating, but I'm not forcing that on anyone because it is what it is. I am completely okay. Strange that there are rules. Yeah, there are barely any rules. The only rules in here are, you know, be respectful, no hate, no harassment, and no doxing. No hacks, specifically x-rays, macros, or dupes, and then bug abuse should be reported. No griefing the server or others. This one's kind of a lax rule. I'm not, you know, I don't really know how to properly handle that one, because griefing can be something as small as breaking a block under you to something much more significant. And so I think that's just going to be at the, we're just going to determine on a case by case or something. I don't really know. The other one is no advertising, and then the last one is staff decisions are final, even though there's really only two people that are really staff. But But yeah, that's it. That's it. There's not a lot of rules in prison, as it is prison. It's a failocracy. No, this one is more. Yeah, I don't mind others doing it, but I do consider it cheating, but won't do it myself. Though I did do it via Advocar in Chroma without, yeah, I guess just like that. You and who else? Essentially just me and Trucker at the moment. But realistically, I mean, anybody can put suggestions in the channel. I mean, I'm not against other ideas, and I don't have a lot of ideas, so I definitely think we should, you know, if anybody has any ideas or finds a bug, you know, definitely report stuff. Because I can fix bugs and we can implement suggestions. And we've done it a few times now. There's been a handful of suggestions that have been added that we can, that we have added, you know. Thanks, Eliza. Hope you're doing well. I'm staffed. This is the first time you hear of it? Yeah. Bring back fishing. Speak to Luna. Kappa. Oh, well, it was Kappa. I feel like there should be an auction house or something. Isn't that what shops are, Dan? Shush. I am whatever. I'll just ignore it. Very well. Just slowly mining while Trucker laps you. Yeah, he lapped me too. You're running a prison, so who's the real prison boss, right? I'm pretty sure we just had someone else hold their stuff in Chroma. Yes, yeah. My bad, yeah. Yeah, I guess, so what would an auction house do differently? Yeah, global buffs I definitely want to do. One of the ideas that somebody had was place a random block that looks like a normal block that when somebody mines it, it could activate a global buff. I think that is an amazing idea. Amazing idea. Because then people won't be able to really look for it, and it should just randomly happen. We could also do some really, really low percentage, similar to how the trims were given out in Chroma. And the person that mines it gets 5k. The person that mines it might get something, yeah. I don't really know what we'd end up doing. But yeah, that was one of the suggestions, because yeah, I really like the global buffs on Chroma. Obvious problem is, you know, for Chroma it was you buy the buffs on a store, and we can't really have it based on money, because eventually money is kind of, you know, meaningless, as you know, as I've mentioned many times. Eventually money just is free because people are just in purple and they're constantly max balance, and eventually they'll have really high max balance, so it's hard to balance anything around just money. But I think mining could be a great thing. How do you upgrade the picks? In this one, it's just based on money. So you right click the pick and you get to your pickaxe menu. The pickaxe menu has the ability to add efficiency, fortune, unbreaking, auto sell, auto block, auto smelt, and mending. And then you can eventually do prestige points, which are permanent upgrades to your pick. So it's essentially the same menu, but instead of starting on like a wooden pick, you could make it so you start on a gold pick. Or you could start with, you know, like a sail multiplier, or you could give yourself night vision, which is what I have, or auto smelt, you know. So now every time I prestige, when the pickaxe and the enchantments all reset back to nothing, it will it'll start with, I'll have night vision, I'll have auto smelt, and that's it. And then eventually you upgrade to higher things. So then you can add efficiency 1 and you can add explosive and you can add a whole bunch of other stuff to your pick. And then whenever you prestige and you reset, everything starts with all of these things. Make the cost max balance regardless of prestige. For the for a global buff, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, 200 XP levels seems like too much. What about daily, weekly quests or goals that rotate? Upon completion, you can get a small amount of emeralds or something. Yeah, so in Chroma, they had the ability to turn in banners. That feels like a lot of extra work to me. But yeah, I agreed with what Finn said. Ideas should be added to the suggestions channel. Yeah. Okay, did I miss anything else? I don't think so. Wait, what was, oh, that was the XP. So that is an interesting idea though, Jack, to do a max balance for a global. Add another gambling section, use it to go for global buffs. Do you think people would do that, Dan? Because that would probably be the easiest approach. We just have to come up with what a percentage actually would be. But would anybody, quote unquote, waste emeralds or waste a gamble session on global buffs? Because essentially that means you're giving away. Yeah, I wouldn't know either. You're giving away the ability or the possibility that you'd get like prestige points or gamble ranks by doing that. I suppose maybe you could get gamble tokens from all the machines, and then those tokens, the only thing they could be used for were for global buffs, maybe? If one could make it so that everything you mine could drop emeralds in addition to normal stuff, you might do that. The only one I can remember from Chroma was auto sell tax goes down by a couple percent. I think another one might have been you get discounts on all upgrades. But I don't remember all of the global buffs that existed in Chroma, but we could obviously come up with our own too. Obviously I have changed my mining method as you guys can see. I'm no longer just doing a 2x2. The prison you played, the incentive for global bluffs was that you often could get a return on your investment. So, excuse me, what do you mean by that? So you would spend, say, $5,000 in-game money for global buffs, and then what would happen? Or maybe it would be gambling or something else like it. I do kind of like the idea of the tokens, because you had the high stakes gambling, where you had the Nether Star gambling in Chroma. And so we could do something similar there, but I don't entirely see how it would work yet. Yeah, don't entirely see it yet. Imagine being lucky enough to pull stuff from gambling. But yeah, and so this is all the server is. If this is your cup of tea, you should definitely join us. It's pretty straightforward once you get started. I think the learning curve at the beginning is a little steep, but realistically, it is just mining. And obviously, if you have questions, you know, the chat is usually very helpful. Hey, Detector, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. So comfy, yeah. It's definitely very relaxing, especially with me. I essentially being stressed out doing the speed run. and yeah, now just over to here and not having to essentially care what I'm doing. Although I am tempted, so right now I only have Fortune 10. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to go to Fortune 11. Because if I do, I use up 1 million, you know? But it will eventually help me on the next level, but... Also, am I missing any emeralds? That's all S'more does. Puma. S'more likes to flex. With the faster mining due to global debuffs and good access to mine by yourself, you would on a good run earn back your investment on the buff. I see. But yeah, I would imagine the global buffs would last a while. So, you know, whatever we end up doing for it, it definitely seems like, you know, I could see somebody gaining back whatever they ended up putting into it. But I think the big thing is figuring out what those buffs should be. And obviously we wouldn't want them to be kind of overpowering as well. I think that's one of the hardest things to sort of deal with is balance. And that's why it was really good that 47 had provided all the odds for the gambling, because then I didn't need to try and come up with it myself. Because yeah, that sounds like that would be a lot of trial and error. Which I suppose you could do just kind of based on math. But then I'd have to know how much somebody is supposed to get, that sort of stuff. I don't know. We were just talking about a Discord about your cellmates. It'd be cool if you could TP to their cell. That would be neat, but I don't think that's going to be something added. This can't just teleport everywhere. That just sounds cheaty. I know you guys don't want to walk around the map, but map is not that big. It sounds, yeah, I don't know. First it was teleport to people's shops, and then it's teleport to people's cells that are cellmates. My incentive to use the global buff would be this on my own accord. Like you, even if it's like slash top, the same price, people would make a bus network, charge people to join a cell for this purpose. Yes, I would try to do it. Welcome back, Fish. Yeah, I don't know. How would you choose how to teleport somewhere? And you're saying you want to be able to teleport where you're a cellmate of, or you want to teleport to a cellmate's cell? I really feel like that's kind of too much. Just saying of how it could be used. Hey, GG Dan. Wait a minute, Dan, you prestiged? I figured you were gonna wait until you gambled a lot. Or no, maybe that was Axe saying that. This is a prison, not a spa, right? Cells near the bonus mine could be prime locations for this idea. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to talk me into being able to teleport to a random cell. Taking it to a specific cell is a little too much. You have the suggestion of the colors. Just start a chain, yeah. As Axe fail, he was waiting for gamble rank to prestige. Gotcha. And then I like how he changed his mind pretty much within an hour. And after S'more had gotten XPEC and was just like, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm just prestiging when I get a chance to prestige. I thought that was funny. Trying to make it seem like it's an overpowered idea to make it less likely. The problem is just teleporting in general feels like it's just so powerful. And eventually people get speed 3, so you're going to be going fast across the map anyways. I don't know. Yeah, that'll be a hard sell. There will have to be a compelling reason other than I don't want to walk. I don't understand this pack. It's just mining and upgrading your pick. Yeah, pretty much, Adam. Nice. GG. I'm assuming XP mine. But yeah, so think of it like a cookie clicker, Adam, but in Minecraft and mining. So you start with rank red. You rank up to yellow, and then you can go to the yellow mines. You rank up to cyan, and you can mine in the cyan mines. Then you rank up to purple, and you can mine in the purple mines. The whole time you're ranking up, it obviously costs you money to rank up. And then it also costs you money to add enchantments, upgrades, whatever you want to call them, to your pick. You can also upgrade the pick itself from like iron to diamond, or from stone to iron, that sort of stuff. All that costs money. And then eventually when you get to that purple and purple plus, the next step is you prestige. Every time you prestige, you get prestige points. Those prestige points are your currency for permanent upgrades. And every time you prestige, you get whatever your permanent upgrades are set to. And I do have to say it's less fun watching in my mind than it is to actually do it. You know, so a lot of people look at this and just go, well, this looks pretty boring. But it's definitely a lot more fun than, or at least a lot more appealing, maybe. I don't know the right word for it. You can make TP overview of the mines, like skills. You press TP and go to a cell sign. Yeah, so I don't think I have any problem with that teleport side of it, farm. Therapeutic, yeah. I mean, just mining in general can be really relaxing. But it also scratches that itch of you need to rank up, you need to upgrade, and you need to get more money, you know, to be able to get to the next thing. And then, like I said earlier, it does have gambling as well. Right now, most people are gambling for what's called gamble ranks. They used to be called donor ranks. And those gamble ranks allow you to, so there are 4 different types of mines in each quadrant. This is the stone mine for each one. You know, it's that one, that one, that one. The stone has 1x the ore, so that this has the base ore level distribution. This one has 2 times the amount of ores. This one also has 2 times the amount of ores. And then this one has 4 times the amount of ores. These 2 over here are the gamble rank mines or the donor mines. And so the same over here. These ones are the gamble, gamble, gamble. And so you start here. When you get to yellow, you can mine this one. You can't mine this one. When you get to yellow plus, you can mine this one over here. When you get to cyan, you can mine this one. Can't mine that one. Cyan plus, you can mine that one. And kind of, you know, the same thing goes around. And so then once you get to purple and purple plus, then you can prestige and you start back over in red. Don't talk to me about those ranks. Dan, all you gotta do is gamble for them. Oh, man. Hey, Finn and Gary, GG on the drops. I have. And who's the other one? And Dan got an emerald. There you go, Dan. That emerald is clearly going to be a rank. You should go gamble it right now. Scratching your itch for getting into prison. I mean, it is free for anyone to join. Oh, somebody else is Cyan Plus now? Oh, Bev's in here? Gotcha. Oh, and so for those that are questioning about mining, so what I'm doing here, I'm doing what's called layering. You never thought you should hear that sentence, right? Didn't even realize, thank you. It just happened, Dan. But yeah, so this is called layering. No fail is scratching his nose, true. And so the way it works is you have 2 blocks above you. You mine 2 to 3 blocks in front of you. 3 blocks if you have XPIC. You know, two blocks if you don't have XPIC. I mean, some people still do 3, but I only do 2. And then so essentially the way it works is this layer right here is mine. This layer right here is mine. But that layer right there is the next person's. And so that's a great way to share the mine for when you get to the higher ranks where there are a lot of people in there. Some people do what is called peeling. Healing doesn't work as well when there's more than a few people in the mines. There's also the same mines, just slightly bigger, slightly better percentages in the chorus mines. And then eventually there's the 55 mines as well, which is double the ores from what you have in the regular mines. So it's, you know, very significant upgrade once you get there. But it is 55 mines because it waits until you're prestige 55. And if we don't have hidden achievements by then, that means that it's going to be tougher to get to than in Chroma. Because in Chroma, a lot of people got to like level 50, I think, and then did like 5 hidden achievements to get themselves to the next to the next 5 prestiges pretty quickly. But yeah, we haven't done any of that hidden achievements, and I still don't really know if I'm going to or not. Hey, GG Finn. And Finn got a blue, so Finn is higher than me because he can now mine over there. Is that a +3? It seems like it. Yeah, yeah, +3. And blue bonus is up just for Finn. This game is rigged. It's... But yeah, and if anybody wants to join, you know, definitely feel free to join. Make sure when you get into game, use the /Twitch command, and that'll allow you to link your account, your Minecraft account with your Twitch account, so that you can start getting drops for the people's streams you're viewing. And you can use /online to see who's live, so you can be in more than one channel. I can't tell you, so I don't limit how many channels you're in, but Twitch probably does. So I can't tell you what, you know, what that restriction is. In my prison, you would run the whole cell down too fast due to your % chance of clearing the whole thing. Yeah, we don't have anything like that. GG Fun. Man, it takes so long. Welcome, Arizzle. And let's see what else. So for those that used to use or used to play Chroma, we do have a similar settings menu to what Chroma had. I think Chroma had a lot more options though. I can't remember what any of the settings were, but if you go to your pick menu, there's this guy here. And so we have the ability to block pay commands so that nobody can send you money. This is off by default. You can change it so that shift right click for the pick menu instead of just right clicking. There's also the ability to hide all of the sharing stats. And then you can also hide the sidebar over here if you want to. And so those are just a handful of settings over there. Oh, nice, Arizzle. You got 2 yellow. GG. it annoys lower ranks players as well, as they hardly get any loot as the resets happen so quick. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that'll ever be something I add to this one. Because there's currently no way to clear out an entire mine. And that definitely sounds like it'd be way too much stuff. But then again, I suppose it would also cost a ton of money. But some of the mines are pretty big too, so I don't know. Trucker's just zooming past people because he's got so many prestige points. And literally zooming past people because he's got speed boost. Yeah, we're only getting... We just got like +8 or something from that emerald. Oh man. I'm just thinking to myself, you know, this really can't, well, I suppose people do this sort of mining in Minecraft streams all the time. Main problem is I can't blab like most people can. A lot of streamers on Twitch can just talk about completely random things, but yeah. Nerve Trucker, right? I think Truffer? I think Trucker needs to visit the timeout box. And no, I did not actually implement the timeout box yet. That is something that I do want to do though. But I didn't end up finishing it yet. That's the only problem with I suppose streaming while I'm mining, because a lot of times when I'm mining, I actually you know, I'm usually doing something for the code side of it as well. How are we on different layers? Who did something different? Is it me or is it the other side? Oh, I see. It's because they started with a single on the top. Gotcha. Wait, Lane, you've got... Where the heck is Lane? Oh, you're in Cyan. Okay. If it makes you feel better, Twitchy, I still have shorts of you putting me into holes. That's awesome. So we're just off by one? I see. Okay. Twitchy loves to be put holes. Speaking of holes, hello S'more. I can't even do anything back to them. Wow, what the heck was this? This was like a mine of 3. Also, what is this? This and this. That seems like something bugged out when the mine happened. S'more just stole an emerald from me. I know it. There was an emerald in the floor there, and S'more just came and yoinked it. Getting everyone. S'more is just annoyed that I'm lapping him in Insidian Mine. Nerf Trucker and we'll get 2 prestige points from... Oh, the Emerald, right. Now you need to navigate these huge holes, right? I mean, you can always fill them back in, Lisa. Not the same thing, Eliza. Eliza. Something like that. I can't remember exactly how the sound goes. Buying emeralds. Ooh, the price is going up. The price is going up. Oh, look at that. Axe has lime. Did Axe always have lime? So maybe it's your fault. No, S'more always used to do that. Not used to this much attention. Lime Saturday morning around 1 a.m. Gotcha. Yeah, so definitely I was asleep. Right, today's Sunday. Don't run away, you loser. What the heck? I was looking into allowing other versions to join. It does seem like it's just a couple mods that need to be added. But I don't know what it's going to mean for you know, newer versions, because I think newer versions have some like new items and stuff like that. That emerald, can't get to it. And what do we got over here? So this one's an emerald mine over here. This is /XP mines, and you have money mines, the balance mine, and the emerald mines. There's one on this side, one on the other side. And then there's the XP mine in the middle, which is the balance mine. So you can actually watch people go through those XP mines. It's not fun when you put me into holes. Yeah, it's almost like S'more shouldn't be targeting people who can't target him back. Because S'more should only target others that have XP. So in other words, Trucker and S'more should just be griefing each other. There's a party over there. Yeah, there are a decent amount of people in there. Come get someone your own size, exactly. Yeah, S'more's just afraid of revenge. And that's why they're only targeting people who can't target him back. I'll even give you a head start. Trucker is already prestige 6. My goodness. Weren't you 4 at the start of the day? You started my day. Trucker's just going to be zooming ahead now. XP mine. They going to this one over here. Oh wait. Is it over there? Let's see it. XP mines. Am I on the ceiling of your lair? Whoa, look at that. Is that just because Thomas can't reach it? So we need another $4 million, chat. $4 million. I haven't paid attention to how much I started with. They're voicing, sorry. Oh, we're catching up to where Bev was. I just want to get to purple so I can mine for emeralds again. Do you think it's better to go to regular purple than wait for purple plus? So then I can just get out of cyan. Yeah? I have no idea. I've never actually... Most of the stuff I end up doing just kind of based on gut as opposed to actually doing based on numbers. And yeah, I'm sure my gut is probably pretty awful at all of this. But I suppose just for the... Because you may even get more emerald chance in purple 1x than cyan plus. I'm just trying to keep you out so you don't have another person to share. Wait, are you down here now? Are you in cyan plus? Oh no, you're in purple plus. Oh, you're saying you don't want me to be in purple plus. I gotcha. Depends on how long you'd still be in cyan plus for that time. Oh, reset. Hello. You want me to go? All right. I'm assuming that was based on layer reset, but don't actually know. So I didn't look at the time. This is typically how I might, maybe we should actually start to, okay. So next layer, we're going to check our balance. And then we're going to see how much we get per layer here. Or I suppose we could just reset our My Money. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll reset our My Money on the next layer. Excuse me. And then we can look. So we got an hour for the reset. Hey Caesar, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Let's see. And I still don't really know how much fortune to add on each stage, so I end up just adding until it feels like it's too much, but yeah, I don't know. Feels like adding more fortune would be a good thing as well, but going down another million feels like a lot when the max bell is 8 million. Swore have just earned O. I don't know what that means. Okay, so we get down here and we do my money reset. Okay, so now we can tell how much we get from this layer based on what's over there in that money per minute. I guess I should have also looked at my balance at that point, but that's okay. Should have reset the blocks too, just so that number changes, but it doesn't matter. Am I gonna finish this layer in the time before the ad starts? Do I do a layer per minute? Probably not, right? Takes me probably at least 2 minutes, if not 2.5 per layer. Are you Trickery, you talking to me? I assume no. Yeah, it looks like we're not gonna finish in time. That's unfortunate. Chat, ads are gonna start in 40 seconds. I'm gonna finish this layer and then we'll switch over to Minesweeper just so that we can get the proper count for our layer here. Because this is a Minesweeper week. It is, yeah. So good luck if you gotta watch some ads. I'll see you in a moment. Oops, this was supposed to be the whole thing. Ooh, another emerald. Hello. Alright, there we go. Wow, just in time. Okay, so that gives us 24.1. Okay, okay. Alright, let's go over here. Actually, I suppose, well, yeah, if I do that, I need to turn this off first. And then we go here and go to the cell. Okay, and then we come back to here. Okay. All right, so Minesweeper. See, this 3 means only one of those is a bomb, which means one of them is a bomb. Got one over here. Fire's good. This 3 is no good. That 3 is no good. This one has to be that one. Yep. safe. You'll be safe. You'll be safe. That one's safe. This 4 has to be there. This 4 is there. Okay. All right, we got 2 in the corner. That one's safe. This guy's safe. Okay. Let's see, that's all 1, 1. All that safe, all that safe. Is this guaranteed? No, it's not. But that one is, which then makes that one. So I guess that was, it didn't feel like that was guaranteed. That one has to be there. I already forgot the number, dang it. What was the number for the layer? It's 20, 21? Oh, I messed that up. The last mine, really? The last mine I messed up? Alright, welcome back, chat. I should have written it down. I guess this is a good reason for me to be doing VODs or streaming, because now I can look at the number. Saw short of someone speedrunning Minesweeper. He was cooking. Nice. Yeah, I've seen a couple of VODs of or videos of people using AI to do Minesweeper. All right, let's go over here. Let's mute. And okay, so here. All right, and here is 24.5. So 24.5K, and we need, essentially it was what, 4 mil? Because we have to get to 525. So we need another 3 mil just for that, and then we need probably half a mil or so. Gary won again. Double bad and purple. Nice, GG. So that works out to be, yeah. We need 3 mil. And then 3 mil divided by 24 and change. So 3,000 divided by 24. So it's going to take me 2 hours to get through Cyan Plus. If that's the math, that sounds pretty rough. You really should check your phone. Wait, what? Okay, yeah. I already looked. So yeah, maybe we will just go into purple then. So get ourselves like, let's see, to get to efficiency, are we going to start with 7 or 9? Currently efficiency 10 because of XP mines. So efficiency 9 is like 150. No, efficiency 10 is 150. 160. So that means efficiency 9 is, to get to it, is about 150. Okay. And then fortune And auto sell. Auto sell was 120? 30, 60. No, it starts at 15. So 15, 30, 60. So 105. So 260 just for efficiency in auto sell. And then whatever left over for fortune. Okay, so yeah, we should probably get to, I mean, 2.7 is probably a good spot. Gives me 500,000 to spread out. Yeah, I guess we'll give it a shot and just hope that we can produce more in purple faster. I have no idea if I did my math correct or not, because it is me here, so there's a good chance my math is completely wrong. Should we also try and gamble what we currently have? Although I can only do luck 1, so likely that means we should be going for the donor ranks, even though I want to go for the prestige instead. But we want to try and get a luck juice or more luck potions. Because the luck juice gives you a luck 2. Yeah, okay. Do we need a way to pause the blocks per minute and money per minute? Because it feels like idle time really affects those numbers. I suppose it's because 0 always impacts an average. Speaking of, do we have, is 0 on? 0 is not on. Man, it's really confusing looking at the list of names and it's not alphabetical. I wonder if that's something you can make user specific. Maybe? All the monies, all the emeralds. Okay, I guess the next thing we should do is look at how much we get per layer. So we'll do that as our next check. That one should be a little bit easier because we can just use the /mymoney command and that'll tell us what our current balance is. Yoink emeralds. If anybody does want to join us on the prison server, !OML, or you do !pack as well. Give you the server IP to join on in. It is free to join. Anyone can join. Just have to have a Java Minecraft account, and you have to load up the the server on the version 1.21.11. So not the latest version of Minecraft. Alright, so our balance is currently 2565482.96. And so when we get to the bottom of the next layer, then we'll check it again. See how much we're getting per layer. Another emerald. Felt like getting 2 million in yellow was quicker than getting 2 million in cyan. Be interesting as well. I wonder if you could have essentially miniatures that kind of follow you but are only visible for you. Wonder how much that would tax the CPU though. The server, that is, not the client side. I imagine you can have only visible things for certain people. Because you can definitely have the item billboards per person. Since what we currently have for like the stats and even the instructions panel, which has the pagination on it because it needs to paginate per person. Alright, almost at the end of the line for this one. Let's see how much we were up. Though only one more layer seems like all we need in if we wanted that 2.7 or 2.8 or whatever. Alright, whoops. I guess that'll work. Okay, so click the button. So it went from 2565 to 2638. So we gained, what was that, almost 80, 70 maybe? 70,000 per level. So yeah, one more level and then we'll go upgrade to purple, I guess. Yeah, so that means we need, is that 50 layers to be able to go to purple plus? So that'll be a handful of resets there. So that 2 hour amount probably was accurate then. I guess so. Man, it's so easy to just space out while you're mining as well. Chat, if you're new out there, don't forget to click that follow button as well. And if you're interested, we do also have a YouTube where we post all of our VODs. No real curated content on the YouTube though. We do typically play a lot of modded Minecraft, although recently and for the near future, we will be playing this prison server every so often. But we do want to make some more progress in our Project Sacrifice pack as well. Alright, and we do, we're at 271, so yeah, at least one more of these. I feel like this is the perfect server to stream on TikTok for brain rot. Have fun for today, got a meeting at 10 a.m. Nice. Good luck, good night. Hope your meeting goes well, trucker. Hopefully you haven't used up all your RNG in game and left some RNG for real world. Was that a headbang? Had to have been. Oh man. Yeah, so this will at least put me at 2.75. So that gives me 500,000 to work with. You didn't use any luck today? Hydrate, cheers. Cheers. Only 5 prestige points. So maybe you're starting to give back some of your luck is what you're saying, Trucker? Just the fact that you have a double chest full of ember blocks. I remember when I used to have that. But that feels more like what the odds used to be. Tons of blocks and only getting a couple prestige points. But I suppose odds are odds, and you know, every emerald you roll has a chance. 2 luck juice, way more nothingness today than earlier. Good. It's too bad the gambling doesn't remember what you've won and somehow weight stuff because of that. No, but yeah, I'm definitely happy that it still seems correct. That's the part I still don't have a clue about, but because I feel better about using what odds that 47 had, because I feel like that was heavily used. So I feel less bad about me doing something weird. Or I guess I should say the AI doing something weird. Did 2 prestiges in an hour though. So I did actually do what I said yesterday. Nice. Yeah, I had mentioned that earlier. I thought you were only prestige 4 earlier today. Maybe even prestige 3. And then you were just 6, so that's pretty crazy. Okay, do we have any emeralds? Every time I see the gold blocks, it looks like an emerald to me. You're 4, now you're 6. Prestige level, yeah, gotcha. just to clarify, a GG Geeky. Not little Timmy. All right, well, we're just gonna go with it and just ignore. Okay, and then just fortune as much as we can. All right. GG, thank you. Oh, we got a bunch of layers. Oh yeah, I forgot this is gonna have debris too. Guess I should be grabbing the debris, right? Oh, and I don't have mending anymore. I need to keep that in mind as well. Thank you. Oh, emerald. Yoink. Should I be grabbing the stuff in the ground, I guess, too? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. Maybe only the diamonds? I don't know. I suppose if I grab this stuff in the ground, then I'm probably going to slow myself down. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I guess I will grab debris. Although debris is only guaranteed one. What was the cost of debris? Maybe I should okay, yeah, let's put debris in our offhand. So we don't have auto sell 4. So what we can do is do that and then this. And now it'll auto sell everything except for the debris while my inventory is not, or while my offhand is not full. So I can save a little bit of money by not upgrading to auto sell 4. And then we can go get ourselves some netherite ingots. Ding, ding, ding. All right, what do we got? Next fortune is 256. So we'll just add an unbreaking. Tough to ignore. Tough to ignore all of the stuff in the ceiling. Buying emeralds. That is correct, yep. Hashtag ad. Oh, is that why Axe is just sitting up there? Sunny's theme song? Oh, is that something that's playing, Gary? Is that a debris over there? Nope, that's just a hole. Look at that, Oz is here. Hello, and Oz, looks like you're mining. You got the 2 layers, very nice. It was just funny because I had sent you a message and then no response. And then I sent you a whisper and no response, and I was just like, he must be paying attention to chat at all. Started Project Sacrifice yesterday. The primordial cranial mechanic stinks. Agreed, Kevin. Agreed. And I hadn't even done it at the beginning. I don't think I can think I can open another stream? I don't know if I can open another stream. Well, let's go ahead and follow Vincent. But yeah, other than that, it has felt pretty okay, Kevin. Other than that cradle, but it is a new new mod for me. That whole thing is a new mod for me, so it's kind of learning new things. So that always makes things more difficult. And I do kind of wish I did more create stuff in there, but every time I go to do create stuff, I just confuse myself so much. The problem is you can do so much with create. But yeah, I don't know. It just throws my mind through a loop every time I try and do something what I would consider simple. Four streams open on your laptop. Nice. This cradle thing just eats anything. You accidentally lost your tools. Yeah, I think Jack had told me about that after I was already using it, because I didn't mistakenly right click on it. And I think Jack even said, I was hoping you would do this because he did it. I'm pretty sure is what happened. Right, more breaking. I don't know. I still have a hard time with mending too, but I think I'm gonna wait until we get him breaking 9 or something before we add mending. What do we need to purple plus? We need 3 mil. Is that a hole or is that a debris? This is the only problem with only doing 2 high. 2 high means you can't actually see the things over there. Sounds like it's about to lift onto space. That sounds about right. I think graphics card probably doing backflips with Minecraft and the streams. Where am I hearing the echo? Is that above me? Is that Oz? Must be. Bum, bum, bum. I still want to see somebody go through the XP mines. I haven't seen anybody do that. Or just online. Better than the long command X typed, right? I mean, both work, because that's how it works when you have multiple mods that add the same command. so you can get to it prefixed, but leave Thomas alone. Does that mean Axe is working right now? Is that why he's just standing up there just advertising? And the rules do say other servers, not right? Yeah, server advertising, okay. Just want to make sure, because your shop advertising is perfectly okay. As long as it's not just constant spamming or something. Just want to make sure that we don't have, let's say, the wrong rules there. So we'll need to spend a little bit of time over in the gold, so the yellow area, so we can get gold ore. Or actually, do you get gold? You get gold and cyan too, right? I suppose it could be either one. I don't actually know which one has more. I don't think I've paid attention to that. It'll take me a little bit to get back to our level of fortune we had in the last rank. And then when we eventually rank up to purple plus, we'll have to do all this over again. Almost want to leave the emerald blocks so that we can come back to it once we get a higher fortune. But if I leave them here, it's a very likely chance that something's gonna reset, right? I'll steal them, and then Oz is gonna steal my emeralds. Why is slay a command? I would imagine it doesn't work. Try it out. I would imagine it says something like, you know, you don't have permission to that command. Because, you know, they're just... Essentials adds a ton of commands. And you have to disable them one by one by one. So Fail can kill anyone that annoys him in one swift move. Ban hammer is better. Ding 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 ding. How are we doing? We're up to 147. We'll have to count on the next one. Oh, hello, reset. You have any emeralds over there? Must be an emerald because Axe ran. A Flutter with an emerald, Tom with an emerald, and Fail to Survive with 5k. Thank you, Fail to Survive, for 5k. You're welcome, Fail to Survive. Every time your durability or notifier goes off, you have to stop and check your pick. Sorry, Bev. Indeed, all the rigged. Wait, why is there a hole right here? Did I mine that? Must have. Must have just missed it. Who do we got? We got Geeky, Twitchy, Rebel, Finn, and Dan. Okay. Wasn't it ancient debris? But I thought, I mean, maybe. I thought it was just one of the ones, like I just uncovered the stone above it and the one underneath was already open. But clearly it could just be memory, you know. Hey, welcome, John. Everybody's always so kind. So wait, is Axe just sitting up there waiting for the bonuses? Waiting for the mines to reset and waiting for the bonuses to show up. That's funny. They must be working, right? Axe, the one that's right there standing on top of the cell signs. Axe Wiz is their name. And sometimes you just want the easy stuff. Yeah. Alright, let's dump off those guys. Keep one of them. Oh, I don't have auto block. Okay, we'll have to get that next upgrade. Have I mentioned I hate being in red? Everybody does, Luna. Everybody does. At least now you can go, where the heck? Over here. At least now you can go into the ender chest and you can put put a diamond block in here. So every prestige you get an open slot in the ender chest and you can put a single item in it. Log in, get an emerald. Need to do that more. Was that Jack? But Jack's purple plus. Is the red gamble mine equal red plus? So this mine right here is anyone in red, so anyone. The one over here is orange, so you have to have the gamble ranks, but you don't need red plus to get to this one. Oh, sorry. No, on both sides, these don't require red plus. Yeah, I don't know why they did that in the other mine, but that's how they always did it. So you don't need the plus rank because it's the gamble rank or the donor ranks. Is the ore equal? No. Well, so this is the normal one. The non-plus is 1x. The plus is 2x. The concrete is 2x, and then this one is 4x. So it's essentially twice, 2 times what's on the other side. So plus equals concrete side. No. Well, for odds, yes. For odds, yes. Yeah, it's just 2 times the other one. And I'm pretty sure it says that on the instruction panel in the middle. Felt like deep slate had the same amount as concrete red. It does. It does. Deep slate is red plus, which is 2x ores. Concrete is 2x ores. Obsidian is 4x ores. So it's this one's 1, this one's 2. This one's 2, this one's 4. So it's just doubled over on the gamble rank side. You're mining over there, right? So the only advantage is less miners. Well, you get two advantages. 2 advantages. So again, this one, you can get to both mines when you only have red. You never need to go to red plus ever again. You can always skip from red to yellow because you don't need to go to red plus for any reason. Because you can access this mine or you can access this mine with just the red rank. So that's one benefit. The second benefit is these have more ores than this has. So if you only have red, if you mine over here, you get more ores as opposed to mining over here. Also, you don't have to smelt concrete, but I imagine you probably have auto smelt at this point. But yeah, and then specifically obsidian also. Obsidian is very, very, very expensive. Like you can sell it for 32, 64, something like that. Each piece of obsidian. You had auto ASAP after you showed it off? Gotcha, gotcha. But yeah, obsidian, once you can mine it, which obviously takes a while, but once you can mine it, it adds a lot of money to your mining capability, I guess. But also to insta mine obsidian, it takes, I don't know, something like 39 efficiency or something without any haste. And so when you eventually get haste 3, it brings it down to maybe 30 or 31 for obsidian mining. So it takes quite a bit of time, but once you get access to XPick, there is a way, because it mines a 3x3x3 area. And so if you place a block, if you mine this block, it's going to mine the 9 blocks behind it as well. So that is usually how most people are doing the obsidian mining this early, because they don't have insta breaking, but they can do that. Right click place and left click break. We're really close to 256. Yes, we should be able to add another fortune this next one. Been learning a lot. Nice. Yeah, I do think the questions part of the game happens so frequently. And I think that is something that we need to do better with in general. I don't know how to make it more obvious in game. Because I have an FAQ channel in Discord, but I haven't been adding questions to it. I originally added a bunch of, I want to say they were OMS's questions into there. But I think that could be a great place to put a bunch of the frequently asked questions. The main problem is obviously somebody in game is not really going to look at Discord unless they're already joined the Discord. They just happen to be kind of scrolling through it looking for, you know, stuff. Hello, Oz. All right, I was going to do the auto compress. I'll do that. I'll do that next. Whoops. I fell in my own hole. I'd guide books, a Kleiner server thing. I would think it's going to be a probably both client and server, but I don't know. You could definitely make like the typical book and quill stuff, but something that's kind of pretty and functional. I would think that needs to be both client and server side for mods. Though what we could do is essentially create an area. Am I good in here? Yeah. We could essentially create an area that just has a ton of these. Make it somewhere where you can teleport to get to it. It could even have like a pedestal here that says type FAQ to go to the FAQ area. And we could just have a bunch of pedestals set up, and each pedestal has their own panel on top of it. And each panel has, you know, like frequently asked questions or something. That might be a good way to do it, because then it's all in game. And if they're static panels, they don't need to be per person. In other words, if you can't right click it, it doesn't need to be per person. Being able to right click, you do need it per person, which makes it a little bit complicated. But yeah, and here's the you have mine 1, mine 2, mine 3, and mine 4. And mine 3 and 4 are the gamble rank ones, and it's got 1, 2, 2, 4. But yeah, so that could be something that we could do, because again, I do think there are a lot of questions in general. Because there's just a lot going on. When you take a break, okay. This one we can wait a little bit longer. Yeah, pre-rolls are off for 10 minutes. So I left for an early break last time. I don't know if my map will actually update the other sides of the map or not. We might need to be closer for that. And the XP mines that people actually go to and use are the ones that are visible here. And that's why they're also locked when somebody goes into one of them. So that the multiple people can't go into the same XP mine. And then it'll actually reset the mine after somebody goes into it. Did your second XP mine today? Nice. Yeah, I still feel like I get nowhere near as much as I would expect out of the XP mines. But I feel like it's because a lot of people, when they go through it, they kind of spam movement of their mouse. You know, like just kind of spin in circles type of thing. And I don't know, I can't do that. But that probably is the best way to get a lot of stuff out of the mines. The XP mines, that is. You know, kind of like looking down or looking at an angle and just mining downward. Later on, you do get you do put some prestige points into XP mine as well, which will allow you to spend longer in the XP mines. So you can kind of take your time almost. You fell into holes you created. Yep, that happens. Yeah, what I need to remember is essentially just do this. And every time I go into the XP mine, I just see all the items and I go, oh, I need to get everything. And yeah. And I've heard you want efficiency 12. Yes. Or efficiency 10 plus a mining potion. Because a mining potion gives you haste 2. And so that'll give you from 10 to 12. So if you get efficiency 10, then you can drink that potion right before you go in. And that's just so that you can instant mine resource blocks, Bev. So for example, this block of emerald, it's not instant mining here. I mean, it's pretty close, but it's not actually instant mining like it is for the stone. And so that's the same thing that happens with all of the blocks in there. Potions are from gambling. Yep. From the same one where you get the gamba ranks. Bad visual, yeah. Tough to show. I suppose if I did several, it might make it more obvious. Yeah, there you go. As opposed to this. Yeah, there you go. There's the better example. Yeah, hard to tell because efficiency 9 is still pretty quick. Pua. When's my next? Oh yeah, we just gave drops a moment ago. The next drop is in 10 minutes. Can I come watch you do that again? Nope. one of the last 2 drops without even being here. Actually, no, you're right, Jack. You can come over here and I can show you again. Definitely not going to use some other block and not emeralds, but yeah, I can show off the example. I knew there would be a catch. We need, what, 4 diamond blocks? Yep, that'll work. That's for our ender chest, by the way. Figured I'd get it now, because if I forget, it's such a pain if you forget to put stuff in your ender chest. Because then you have to start red all over again. At least these ones give you a little bit of a boost. Alright, let's go to spawn. A Linson, thank you. Alright, so there we go. We shift click that guy. And okay, now we have 4 diamonds as well. And which direction are we going? We're going this way. But yeah, so I would recommend using wood piles for fuel until you have auto smelt. And yeah, you have the public furnaces in the middle. All the good stuffs. Oh, whoops. I wanted to sell the diamonds. There we are. Yeah, I don't think anybody has any of the mining potions for sale yet. I think somebody has, or some people have them. Oh, we need to take a ad break. Dang it. I shouldn't have started this layer. I guess Oz has a mining potion. Threw the potion into the pit. Oh, night vision. That sucks. But makes sense. Okay, this is Y23. Somebody doesn't take that, we'll come back to that one. All right, chat, we need to take a break. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Be sure to get up and stretch. Thank you so much for being here. You saw me check the bottle? Yeah, I saw it. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Thank you all so much for being here. Click that follow button if you're new. And oh wait, I can type Y23 and click note, right? Yeah, nice. All right. I'll be back in just a few. Please stay tuned. Go through the same. No, you. Apparently, dense cables and smart cables and regular cables all share the same metadata. Ten seconds. 10 seconds. I see it. Click it. Click the stupid cake. Oh my god. How close is that? I didn't get a chance to look at the timer. I was too busy trying to click the cake.
No, exciting is when you smile. Scary is when you
Oh my god. It was 18 seconds? Okay. You don't trust forecasts farther out than 5 days? Yeah, it's the one profession where you can be constantly wrong. What? How did you get up here? That's not fair. Dang it. How did it get up top? Didn't I? Oh. Literally just jumped right there. Okay, can I torque for these? I cannot. So let's go grab... Well, you're not wrong. But I want it now. Oh, big stretch, Lil. You gotta stretch on camera, though. All right, here we go. Fail strong. Okay. Come on, get out of the way. Oh, crap. Okay, yeah, we need to heal. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was half a heart. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I know you guys would have never guessed this, but I think we need to make a wall. Alrighty, chat. Welcome back. Thanks everybody for hanging out, sticking around. Appreciate it. Ooh, GG Twitchy. Okay, so we were on Y23. So let's go back here and purple. Y23. Is that it? That looks like that's it. About to tell you to get off my lawn. Oops. Sorry, I broke a stone block of yours. My bad. Please don't attack. Please no murder. Let's take that off or take out of the stack there, just so that we don't fill it by accident. Push off the ladder by accident. Wants to send me a one-way loan of $1 million. Robin, Dan, and purple. Nice, GG. Yeah, I do think we need to change the way the drops are working. It does seem like it's just too... Feels like it's always picking 3. You're not getting any. The thing I'm most concerned with is giving too many drops. But also being able to give more than 3. Yeah, I don't know. Because literally if everybody got a drop every time, that'd be way too much. But then what's the magic number kind of in between, you know? I just gamble for 10 prestige point so you can keep so. Will that take forever? Yes. It won't take long. I think that's very optimistic. I mean, Trucker got, what, 40 in several days, but... But then again, Trucker is gambling tons and tons and tons of emeralds. Two double chests. Did you say two double chests or a double chest? I don't remember. What else is there to do with emeralds anyways? Yeah, just gambling. Just gambling. Oh, S'more is not doing the place click. Okay. I was gonna say, you mean most people have alt accounts, but it's okay. Spy with your little eye of S'more? Yep. Did 700k thanks to Axe buying M's. Nice. GG. All right, next. That would be interesting if a cell member, when they reset the whole, or when they prestige the whole cell reset, that would definitely prevent people from doing that. But I suppose you would just add somebody, let them drop stuff off. When they're going to prestige, you just remove them, and then you add them back. But there is a... That would be limited to once a day, or no, once an hour, I think is what the limit is. So no, that, I guess it doesn't help. More breaking. How many emeralds? Isn't it like 6k per? Level 80. 6.5. You can always type shops. We'll show the sellers. Okay. I'm sure Axe would love it if you guys did that. Maybe that's what I should start doing, buying emeralds. Problem is I would need to compete with Axe and others for the price. This is gonna be a while before sale multi and we start setting up some shops. I do need to make sure that the sale multi, when it limits, it still charges the shop owner the full price. I don't remember if that was the thing I did or not. Check on sale multi limiter thing for shops. Make sure the owner pays full price. Pretty sure that's a thing, but I don't remember if I had implemented that. Sorry, I'm sure a single lapis ore is okay. Almost didn't want to mine it. What's our next? It's 512. Yeah. I also added the inventory HUD mod. And so that's why we have the items over above my head and we have the little pickaxe percentage in the middle. Today was spent too much on here. It happens often. Have a good night. Oh man. Hey, GG Eliza. Hey, nice John. Getting yourself the extra money to upgrade back to stone. See any visible diamonds in red? Nope. Maybe some over there, but I can't completely tell. Actually, I think that one's a diamond. Maybe that one's a diamond. Maybe that one's a diamond. Over in concrete red. Which I suppose is only Finn at this point. So for some reason, Dan still doesn't have any ranks. Night, Eliza. I do want to see if there's a way to remove people from my XP bar. You know, it shows a random compass every so often that shows like nearby players. It's very distracting. I also don't know when it shows. It feels like it's random. Is there just a setting for that in like accessibility or something? Narrator hotkey. Oh, let's turn that off. Nice. Would it be anywhere else? Video settings? It switches when you get XP. The compost thing is default. The compass thing is default? Oh yeah. Have a go on, Puma. Oh man. Getting hungry. Did I have something to eat before stream? I don't have a clue. So we need to wait until 5:12 for the amount there. I see. Okay, yeah, I guess it does switch. So it's just on like a cooldown then? Is that how that works? Interesting. I'm surprised there's not a way to just disable that. It reminds me of the Twitch, like the monthly bits and monthly subs and all that stuff. That just switching every so often, it just catches my eye every so often where it switches to, you know, the compass. I can see it being useful on like an actual multiplayer server. But somewhere like here. Turn it off in a game rule? Oh wow. Yeah, maybe there's a mod that does it. So I don't want to make that decision for everyone. Ooh, starting with an ancient debris, very nice. I think after this layer, we'll go over to either yellow or cyan, one or the other. There's nobody. No, there are people in both, so. Welcome back. For the free elevator ride? Interesting. Thomas likes leveling so much they're doing it twice. Um, so we're looking for 512. 512. It's a magic number. Guess when I play on the prison server, maybe we should play some different music. Me personally, when I'm playing on the prison server, I'm typically watching like a TV show or rewatching a TV show. I've been rewatching The Shield again. I don't know why I really enjoy that show. At this point, it feels incredibly racist because there's so many parts of the show that just feel so out of line nowadays, you know? What is good prison music? Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking, you know, like copyright music. You know, and doing something like a Spotify playlist or something. I'm still trying to convince myself to switch from Pretzel to doing that. I just keep having a hard time with it because, you know, yeah. There's just so many people that do it, and we already have the VOD tracks or the audio for the VOD tracks muted. For the Pretzel music, that is, so it doesn't go to YouTube, it doesn't go to Twitch VODs. I'm supposed to go to the other mine to grab gold. I suppose that could be a good reason to upgrade to the auto sell the next tier as well. Yeah, sure. So what can we do instead? I suppose we could... We're gonna need to go grab some... Oh. Okay, well, if it told us to reset, then I guess that's the case. So there's those ones. Let's put some emeralds away. Okay, so we need to go get ourselves some gold. Jailhouse Rock from Elvis. So let's go over to turn off auto smelt and auto sell. And let's see, yellow. Nobody's, oh no, unicorns and yellow plus. And we can't mine over here. Let's see. Raw. Scared you? So all we really care about is gold here. Okay. I'll just grab a bunch. I'm probably going to grab more than we need. Dang it, man. It's so hard to break just one block. Thank you, Unsent, for him. Whoops. Buying gold ingots, 72 each. Alright, there we go. That should give us all the gold. And just void everything else. So for those wondering how you handle your inventory if you don't have auto sell, this is essentially what I would recommend. Although if you don't have auto sell, you definitely should have auto smelt. And so instead of doing raw stuff, you would put all the items in each of these slots. And likely you don't want to avoid, you know, copper and gold, but or copper and redstone, but I'm just going to. And so you cannot auto sell the actually, yeah, so maybe whatever. I was gonna throw the copper on the ground, but we'll just trash it anyways. Or wait, who was that? That was Unicorn? Unicorn Ninja. Do you want raw copper or block? 64x raw copper ore block. Otherwise, I will be voiding it. Now place all the raw ore back into the mine. Sure. All right, cool, cool. I'll give it to them. Oh, you came over to me. All right. And here, if you want some redstone too, you can have that too. You're welcome. Cool. All right, so we got ourselves 41 raw gold. And we can make a few furnaces. That means we need to go get some iron too. Man, all right. I guess we're gonna just go to auto sell. And let's see, gold, that, and iron. Okay, let's also get some diamonds. Okay, where are we? We want to go over this way, grab some diamonds. Is there anybody? Oh yeah, Finn's over in red, so I don't want to do that. Okay, so there's some diamonds. Let's grab some wood. Need to go chop down some wood, get some chests. Actually, I can just do it here. All right. Hey there, Question. Welcome, welcome. I don't actually know how many. I guess we can probably just do like one blast furnace, right? Or maybe we do two and then we just have a chest above it. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, that's probably good. And then we need over in red has iron. All right, let's see. Finn is down here. Finn's by themselves, right? Yeah, so we'll just go to the bottom. Oh, whoops. I need it to be auto-smelted. Okay, so we get, should I collect coal? Probably. I apparently forgot how to mine. Came back to red and forgot how to mine. Okay, yeah, this will be plenty. Didn't happen to see when this mine resets. 12 minutes. Okay. Message Finn when we're done here. Just let him know if he wants it. It's an open layer down here. I suppose I am going to need some stone, aren't I? Because of the blast furnace, but the blast furnace I can probably just do like a couple items from the top of a layer. Look at that, there's even a diamond down here. Double bed, axe, and jack. Nice. All emeralds. Woohoo! You're welcome. Alright, Finn, there's an open layer at the ground in orange if you want to floss. Alright, let's grab stone. Yeah, I just realized there's cobblestone and stone. Why are these separated? I guess it's just to fill space, but we only needed smooth stone, right? If you have auto smelt or not. Yeah, I guess. But obviously we don't have the non-smelted versions of any of these. let's see, turn all that back off. Okay, let's grab, we need some chests. Alright, and then we want hoppers. Let's see, we want 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Alright, something like that looks right. Didn't I make furnaces? Oh yeah, they're in my inventory. Okay, we needed to cook, is it what, 6 of these? Can I get an extra chest here? Okay, dump the inventory. Oh man, I really need the not auto sort, but I need the sort. Okay. Okay. Uh, All right, and then how does this work? It's like smooth stone plus those to make the. Is that right? Is it this, this, and this? No. Oh, it's iron on the top? Yeah, this guy. I was close. I was close. Okay. So we got blast furnace. Right. Okay, and then we got gold. Okay, so that should give us some XP as well. And how does this work? If you... I didn't set this up properly. Oh, look at that. We have exactly 2 cobble for a lever. Twitchy, thank you for M. So if I put this on here, does that actually stop the hopper? It does, okay. Okay, so there we go. That should be all this guy. Let's grab these guys back out and let's go back into the mines. We can turn that off. So all we're excluding is that now. So where are we? Over this way. You're welcome. Was grabbing iron and coal. Okay, so I am purple. This must have reset. Do I have auto smelt turned on? I do. was weird. Okay, no, I didn't go through Oz's floor. That's the worst when you mistakenly break somebody's floor. Because then it's an easy spot for somebody to just drop right through. Right, right. Yeah, I thought I broke the floor over here, but I didn't. This was just my stuff. Mm-mm. So obviously we never meet. Well, some of us mean to do that, I suppose, when they're trying to hold people, but yeah, most of us don't intend to do that. Man, getting that extra auto cell took a dent out of our money. It's all right. Once we sell the netherite ingots, we should gain some money back. I've never actually done the math over there. How does this work out? So 5k per ingot for the netherite? Yeah. So let's see. Scrap is excuse me. Scrap is 1024. I need 4 of these to make one of those. So that's 41 something. And then the gold itself. Where's gold? Yeah, that's what I was gonna check out as well. Gold is 64, so then it's 64 times 4 as well. Get gold from XP mine, but I'm not in the XP mine. But yeah, just don't sell the gold from the XP mine. Okay. Did I finish a layer? Okay, I did. Is this yours? Are we doing this again? Yes, Toasty. I remade it. I remade it because I couldn't get enough, and it was shut down. The old one was shut down. So I used AI and vibe coded all of it. It says there's a typo in that link. That's not a link. That's a server IP. So it's not a website. That's what you put in for the server IP. Yep. Yeah, and just make sure that you have 11 weeks, no PC will get you. Well, this is very recent. Well, I mean, I've been working on this for a little over a month. I think it was the beginning of last month, so it must have been, yeah, beginning of last month. But it just became public maybe a week or two. Something like that. But yeah, the server I'm using is through Kinetic, and it's a really cheap server, so I don't see myself turning it off anytime soon. But I do imagine people will get tired of it because that happens with these types of servers. It's not the latest, it's one version behind. So it's 121.11. 121.11. So yeah, just make sure that the title bar says 121.11. Because I know somebody was having a problem. I don't remember who now. So I think it was S'more was having a problem where when he was launching something from the Minecraft launcher, it kept opening up the latest version even if he chose the other version. There's also a mod pack that Mr. Lubert put together called One More Layer on CurseForge. Has, I don't know, like 60 or something mods on it. There's a handful of mods that I wasn't interested in, but a lot of it is very, very quality of life stuff, good stuff. So if you get interested in it, definitely check that out. It does not support Bedrock accounts like Chroma Cage did. Because I didn't want to look into setting up a proxy for that. I don't know what that entails. You do not need the mod pack. Nope. No, you can play in just a vanilla client. You can play it with Fabric and do your own mods, that sort of stuff. Because Fail supports terrorists. How you doing, Nukes? Welcome, welcome. Because of Bedrock or not supporting Bedrock? Oh, doesn't. Magenta bonus? That's the other side. Rep. I don't think Thomas would announce that purple bonus is up. Thomas would probably take it. Free emeralds is free emeralds. That was quick. That's a weird comment, Nukes. But other than that, I hope you're doing well. XPIC is in bonus is cheating. Pretty much. Pretty much XPIC is cheating in general. But you'll love it when you get it. Oh, right. I need to actually upgrade. Not going to deny that, but until then it's cheating. Oh man. Hopefully Zach's having a good time on the beach. Can't believe it's already Sunday. Time goes by too fast. It's an intended mechanic. I think Tom might have misunderstood that, you know, it was a joke. Weekend is fast, but you're okay with it because this weekend you only have a 4-day weekend, then you're off for 10 days. Nice. That sounds good. I need to request some more time off because I got I'm gonna be doing a I guess we could say 2 vacation trips. One's for a wedding and then one's just for a family gathering, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna need to post that stuff in Discord. Just tell work you got prison things to work. Prison things to do, work will understand, right? That's all right. Never mind. I don't need to finish that sentence. Oh, emerald. Hello, yoink. Oh man, look at that. The next person to layer gets an emerald over there. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? It's only S'more. But who's gonna do it? S'more doesn't even know there's an emerald there yet. Give me the rank and I'll go snipe it. S'more doesn't even know they're missing out on an emerald. It's so close yet so hidden. Maybe I increase it from 52% to like 55 or something. I don't know. 52 seems fine, right? For reset percentages. I'm sure it's fine. We'll see if it ends up being weird in the future. Alright, we're at 412. So another 100k. Hopefully you did that. It's more right at a reset. Or, yeah, right after a reset. There's like 1,000 people on this server. There's 20 people on this server. So not 1,000. 26 earlier. So make sure you're using the right server IP, Toasty. You don't think you're in the right place then? Yeah, definitely not. So, essentially what you want to do is you want to add a server, take that IP address, post it in there, and do OML, and then click done, and there you go. There's the server. Hey, there you go, Toasty. Welcome. And thank you, Thomas. Just back away slowly. Maybe they won't have noticed. And so definitely recommend, unless you remember the Chroma Cage server, definitely recommend reading the instruction panel at the beginning. Put you into some random kinetic server. Interesting. Yeah, you must have mistyped the server IP or something. All right. I think we're probably gonna end stream a little early so I can get some food and then get back on mining. And luckily it looks like there are a handful of people streaming. But there we go. There's a bunch of gold for us. But yeah, I think that sounds good to me. What are we at for this? We got the drops would be in 7 minutes. That's all right. We'll get that next time. Next drop in 6 minutes. It's lying to me. It's 7 minutes. All right. BRB back later. There we go. That's what it is. BBL, right? All right. But chat, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for being here as always. Really do appreciate the love and support. If you guys are new out there, definitely check and click that follow button. And if you're interested, definitely go check out the YouTube VOD channel. We do post all the VODs over to YouTube after each stream. So thank you very much. Hope everybody has had an amazing weekend. We'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern playing more Project Sacrifice. And hopefully we'll be making more singularities and all that good stuff. But yes, thank you very much. I really do appreciate everyone. If you want to join the server, follow the instructions above in chat, that is. And definitely go and join on in. And yeah, I guess that's it. All right. Have a great night. Have a great day. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great weekend if I don't see you. And have a great week if I don't see you, I suppose. But yeah, see you later. Bye-bye.